I got a call from my pharmacy. They tell me that my Parkinson's medication is now going to cost $800.
$800.
This sent me on a spiral. I could not handle the idea that I may not be able to afford my medication that I need. For the rest of that day, I was like trembling. I know that sounds maybe like an overreaction, but I woke up the next day, getting ready for work, and I just felt numb. I just felt like a simmering panic the whole day. I got dressed, I went to work, I took some deep breaths, and I did what I could, but I was so weighed down by the feeling of, wait, I need this. I need this medication. I can't go without it. The next day, my husband calls the insurance company, and it turns out they purposefully added a claim to my medication to make it more expensive for the purposes of helping us meet our deductible. So I guess our insurance company was trying to help. I wish they had asked us if that was a good plan. I think the reason this whole medication price thing has rocked me so much is because all of a sudden my whole focus is on this medication, and I'm like, dang, I really have this disease if I need this medication so much. And the truth is, I need more of it. Like, this whole experience has kind of pushed me to look at my symptoms, the fact that they're not controlled, and be like, not only do I need this medication, I need a higher dose, and I probably need additional medications. I've been so scared to consider that. I'm not ready to admit that I need those medications, but I am now. Because the idea that I might not get one is enough to push me towards radical acceptance. Like, I'm gonna email my neurologist and be honest and say, the dosage of this medication is not giving me adequate symptom relief, and just kind of go from there. So yesterday was hard, but an amazing thing happened. Someone who I have a mutual friend with reached out to that mutual friend after seeing my first video and was like, hey, I really would love to talk to Natalie. I feel like we have similar stories. In truth, I called her planning to be like, hey, I'm not up for a phone call. I'm really distressed. But she immediately made me feel so comfortable. And me and this beautiful, lovely woman talked for over 2 hours. And I'm just filled with hope. And today I did what I needed to do. I got dressed after work. I straightened up a little bit. I had a snack, went to the gym. I walked a little bit. It really can be so hard to keep moving when you're feeling so crushed by a feeling, be it sadness, sorrow, desperation, fear. But I was able to keep it moving today, and I believe it's because of this really transformative conversation I had with this with this total stranger. These last 2 days just really showed me that I have a long way to go in terms of acceptance. My first video, I talked a lot about how I try to be in acceptance. Nothing is actually wrong. And I do go back to that. I've actually watched that video. Hearing myself speak assuredly about being in that state and knowing what's happening, it helps me remember that I have access to that. I can be in acceptance, I can be calm. But when things like this happen, really, I was just shocked by how desperate I became, and how that desperation just totally made me confront my mortality right then and there. This experience has really pushed me to kind of step back into reality. My symptoms are getting worse, and I haven't really told my friends or family. I guess I am now, but I can barely walk. Like when you see me walk, it's 150% effort. I know that's not possible, and yet. And talking to this wonderful, amazing friend I've just made yesterday, saying how she's on a handful of medications and how she doesn't like it either, but some of them are life changing. And I'm just like, why am I so afraid to pursue something that can make my life better? And it's because I don't want to admit that I have this disease. I don't want to adopt the identity fully. And while I think that's okay, in these situations, it leaves me vulnerable to panic because every moment I don't accept my reality is leaving the door open for me to be surprised by it. I'm honestly so thankful that this terrible thing happened because now I feel like I'm awake. Like I realized I haven't been doing any physical therapy. I haven't been doing any physical therapy for my wrist, like contraction or my foot drop. I literally have sores on the bottom of my left foot because of how badly it drags, and it makes walking more painful. I need to face my reality that I have an incurable neurological disease. Now is the time to set myself up for success. But it's just a lot of pressure. But I want to reframe that. I want to reframe the pressure I feel and instead think of it as encouragement. Like whatever pressure I'm feeling to like do all the things. For example, I went to the gym today. I was so tired and my tremors were so real. They were so real. And I just went to the gym anyway. I did the workout class. I walked my dogs with my husband when I got home. Oh God. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I think I really needed to know that I depended on a medication. For whatever reason, I had not confronted the fact that I depended on a medication. Confronting that dependency and also the fact that I'm kind of at the mercy of my insurance company for however much they want to charge me has helped me somehow. It's just given me that much more proof that this is a real thing and I need to get with the program. The other thing I've really been kind of struck by the last couple of days is this connection with this new friend. It's not news to me that I'm not the only one in the world, on the internet, in America, in my neighborhood that has a chronic illness and that depends on medications and all that stuff. To talk with someone who's my age, a woman going through so many similar life experiences, I was able to hear my life experience reflected back to me through her perspective. It was sort of radical for me because it made me see like, okay, here is a woman living with what she's living with. People live with these things. Like I don't need to freeze. I can keep moving. I don't have to crumble under the weight of it all, especially when I have people to help me carry it.